Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, judge and judges. My name is Sausan 18 years old. Today I'm gonna talk about motion. In terms of civilian, this house would only allow women to own guns. First, I'm gonna say that the team proposition, the first speaker of the team proposition, said that allowing women to have guns, that said that it won't affect equality, but it actually does. In the first place, we know that man is more powerful than woman, make them more powerful and respected in social life. Therefore, only women can be allowed to use or own gun. Therefore, only women can use or allowed to use or own gun for self-defense. But with women, with only women that can use or own gun, and men cannot, it make the gap of equality between women and man is more high. The woman would have more privilege to control other men and can use it as a seed of crime, like corruption. Example. With men that can lead people and and using more logical thinking to act, more should be the leader of the two genders, woman and man. My first argument is woman can also be dangerous because, as we know, woman tends to act based on their emotion and can also be moody. For example, there's a child there is a mother that having a baby blues, and at the end of the day she killed her own child, and that is done without using a gun. So you could imagine what would happen if a woman that popular to act based on emotion are given a gun. If the team proposition said that the woman is being trained to use gun properly, it still stands that even human in general can use their weapon, or in this case a gun, to do things that can be dangerous to others. I'm sorry. They can do more. They can do things that harm other people when they feel stressed or emotionally unstable. So there's a chance that even women that already been trained, they still can be dangerous when they act based on their emotion, like they being stressed or pressed or angry or something like that. My second argument is that, as the team proposition said earlier, most women doesn't even want to have a gun. And as we know, and if they don't if they don't even want having a gun, they mostly won't brought it on daily basis. They mostly would only place their gun in their house or in their workplace. But crime doesn't always come from trespassing or a guy that trespassing other house or other people's house and workplace incident, but also in public place like parks, malls, grocery stores, and more. So there's when there's a shooting or robbery that use hostage or using hostage or violence, women that don't brought a gun was still caught in the incident and cannot defend themselves. This to make a rules that women can use gun for self-defense is useless and pointless. After all, carrying a gun is very inconvenient, and most women they would prefer to bring things that easy to carry and more convenient. However, if men can be allowed to use our own gun, they would actually brought it to whatever place they go or place that easy for them to reach. In example, inside their car or inside their backpack or jacket. In example. So when there's a problem that will harm their family or partners or even themselves, they can retrieve the gun from the place that easy to reach and do the defense. And my third argument is that what is the point of having semi-military or law enforcement if you have the privilege to choose who's dead and live? The point of the existence of semi-military or law enforcement is to protect their people from any harm. That's why having or allowed to have gun or weapon in general is pointless, because there's a semi-military or law enforcement that can always protect us from any harm, from any place. That's why, as the first speaker of the team opposition, my conclusion is that women cannot allowed to own guns or even use it, or even human in general cannot use it. That's that for me. Selamat warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.